As a psychologist, I believe that the lifestyle of multipotentialites can be not only valid, but also deeply healthy and rewarding. A multipotentialite is a person who has many interests and talents and does not want to focus on only one career or one field for life. Emilie Wapnick has helped many people understand that this way of living is not a weakness. In many cases, it is a strength. First of all, people with many interests are often highly curious and motivated. They enjoy learning, discovering new ideas, and connecting different fields of knowledge. This kind of curiosity keeps the mind active and flexible. In psychology, we know that learning new things can support mental well-being, improve self-confidence, and even help people stay mentally strong as they age. Another important argument is creativity. Multipotentialites often bring together ideas from different areas of life. For example, a person can combine music, teaching, business, and technology in one career path. This ability to connect different worlds can lead to original solutions and fresh thinking. In today's world, employers and communities often need exactly this kind of creative and flexible person. It is also important to say that not everyone feels happy in a traditional life path. Some people feel stressed or trapped when they must stay in one role for too long. They may become bored, frustrated, or emotionally tired. For such people, changing direction is not a sign of failure. It can actually be a sign of self-knowledge. They understand what they need in order to feel alive, engaged, and productive. The multipotentialite lifestyle can also help people adapt to change. The modern world changes quickly. Jobs appear and disappear, and people often need new skills. Someone who is already used to learning and moving between fields may be better prepared for this reality. Of course, this lifestyle can sometimes be confusing. A person may feel pressure from society, which often respects specialists more than generalists. However, psychological health depends not only on social approval, but also on authenticity. If a person is naturally multi-talented and deeply interested in many fields, they should not feel ashamed of that. In my opinion, multipotentialites should not be forced to choose one identity too early. Their wide range of interests can become a rich, meaningful, and successful way of life.
As a psychologist, I do not fully support the modern celebration of the multipotentialite lifestyle. Although it may sound exciting and liberating, scientific knowledge about attention, expertise, self-regulation, and long-term success suggests that this lifestyle often creates more problems than benefits. In many cases, it encourages unstable patterns of behavior that may look impressive on the surface, but are not always healthy or productive. First, people who constantly move from one interest to another often fail to develop real expertise. Research in psychology shows that deep skill usually requires long-term focus, repetition, and deliberate practice. A person who jumps quickly from music to business, then from teaching to design, may only learn the basics of each field and finally do a sloppy job in several areas instead of mastering one. This can damage both self-respect and professional credibility. Second, this lifestyle may be linked to impulsive decisions. Some people present themselves as multi-talented, but in reality, they are simply impetuous. They get excited easily, lose interest quickly, and then move on without serious reflection. Their choices can be ill-considered, driven more by emotion than by discipline or planning. From a psychological point of view, this may reflect weak self-regulation rather than healthy freedom. Another serious concern is indiscipline. Modern culture often praises variety, novelty, and freedom, but it forgets the value of consistency. The ability to stay with one task, especially when it becomes difficult or boring, is one of the foundations of maturity. People who are always changing direction may become inconsistent not only in work, but also in relationships, commitments, and personal goals. Such instability can make them less trustworthy in the eyes of others. In addition, the multipotentialite identity can sometimes become a conspicuous performance. It may look original and attractive, especially on social media, but behind this image there may be confusion, avoidance of responsibility, or even a frivolous attitude to work. Not every changing interest is a sign of creativity. Sometimes it is simply a way to escape effort, limits, and the slow process of real growth. Finally, I worry that public promotion of this lifestyle may lead young people astray. Many students already struggle with distraction, lack of patience, and fear of commitment. If they are told that constant change is a strength, they may never learn the psychological value of depth, perseverance, and identity built over time. In conclusion, while some people may truly function well in several areas, the idealization of this lifestyle is dangerous. Science suggests that focus, discipline, and consistency remain far more reliable foundations for a meaningful and successful life.